What's up, water signs? I couldn't decide on who I was gonna start with. Water signs, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Keita. Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna be doing some element readings for you guys to just tap in and see what the energies are collectively amongst the elements. So we talking about my Pisces, my Scorpio, and my, what's the other water sign? Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. My Cancer peeps. I don't know why my camera keeps having like a filter depending on which way I turn. I don't like it. Don't do that. And I don't know how to stop it. But anyway, I'm going to be pulling some tarot. And then I'm going to be clarifying with the Sacred Destiny and the Moonology. Because as I am recording this reading, we got a full moon coming up. Full moon in Virgo. And I just finished doing the full moon in Virgo reading live on TikTok. If you don't follow me over on TikTok, check me out over there. There's not a whole lot of content that I put over there that I don't over here, but I'm trying to start going live more on each of my platforms, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. So that being the case, if you want to catch those lives, you may want to follow me over there if you are not already. But I won't be before y'all long because I got me a little spin class, sauna date, and then I have an event later. I'll be doing I forgot what she calls it, but it's a paint class with my homegirl Haley, where I set up and do readings, and I often participate in the art portion of it as well. And she has a theme every month. So this month is self-love, so I'm looking forward to that because you can't get enough of that, right? But we're gonna tap in and see what the energies are for my water signs. Pisces collective, happy Pisces season. I happen to love dearly a bunch of Pisces, as well as I have a lot of Pisces energy in my chart. My Venus is in Pisces, which speaks to like how I love, how I connect in love. I have to have like a spiritual connection in love. It also means I'm very like daydreamy and fantasize and intuitive. That's where a lot of my intuitive gifts come from, my Pisces nature. And if you are a Pisces or a water sign, period, because water represents emotion and intuition, you definitely have some spiritual gifts, and for many of you probably haven't even begun to tap into them yet. So we're gonna see what comes out. You know, last month we was talking about love. This month it's whatever come up, come out. You know what I'm saying? So these fell out face down. You got the Five of Pentacles. Lack mentality of feeling left out in the dark in some way. You got these two individuals here outside in the cold. And there's a church with this stained glass window right here where the light is on. And in order to get out of this poverty state, all they need to do is go in. Follow the light. So we have the Five of Pentacles. The Hermit. That alone time, that solitude, or that that journey of self-discovery. A lot of times with the Hermit, when the Hermit been coming up for me lately, it hasn't really been speaking to time alone necessarily, but time away from your normal group. Like setting out, just saw 411, so this may very well be a very important message for somebody, but setting out on a journey of discovering your own light. As you can see here with the Hermit, he carries a lantern. So like becoming your own guru and setting out on your own journey and exploring things that maybe your peer group is not interested in or into, your family is not into. This definitely speaks to looking into like spiritual practices and a journey of a spiritual journey, just going off on your own instead of following the crowd or the peanut gallery. So you got the Hermit there. The Page of Swords, learning, seeking and learning, observing. So the Hermit, who at some point in the journey, in search of the light and becoming the light, becomes a teacher, but it's also a student. So we have this dynamic here of shifting between the energies of being the teacher and the student. You know, I always tell y'all, it's good for us to never get so in our ego that we feel like, oh, I'm the teacher and you gotta listen to me. No, at any moment we can shift from being the teacher to the student. I consider myself a teacher, but in conversation with y'all, in conversation with anybody, I could easily shift from moment to moment and become the student. Y'all can teach me some shit too. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely want to be mindful of that on our journey. The Queen of Wands. So you got somebody who has felt left out in the cold, or been in lack, poverty consciousness. I don't have enough. I'm not worthy. I'm not enough. So speaking to like material resources, because the pentacles do represent what we have in our 3D possession, but also it could speak to our worth, how we feel about ourselves. And so you got this 5 of Pentacles energy here, feeling left out in the cold. I don't have enough. I can't be a part of this relationship or this group or this community or whatever the case. And then setting out on this journey of solitude, away from your peers or your mate or your parents or whatever, to seek the truth for yourself, and watching and learning from, with this Page of Swords, the perfect person to do that with, which is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is this vibrant spiritual teacher. She gives big Oshun energy with this yellow on and this sunflower, whom I connect with. Very, very tough Oshun energy. And she has this black cat here because she participates in spiritual practices, rituals, maybe not even anything dark, because there's different kinds of magic. You got sex magic, which is considered like red magic. You got white magic, or what's considered light work, or manifestation. All of it's manifestation. But you got black magic, which is like darker, or what's considered in African traditional religions, or hoodoo, left hand work, where you putting actual like curses on people and stuff like that. But you got all of these different forms of manifestation, and she's a part of one or all of them with this black cat here. But she sits on this throne that has these lions etched in it, and she's holding this sunflower because she's confident. She's a spiritual teacher. She's attractive, and she abides by the law of attraction. She's magnetic. So she very much has an energy of, I'm down to teach you. I'm down to be pleasant. I'm going to bring forth my confident energy and not dim my light for anybody, to prop anybody up. She's often in a great mood. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bring my good sunshiny energy. I'm going to be this light that you see in this stained glass window of this church. But I'm not gonna chase you. She practices the law of attraction. She magnetizes the energies that are in alignment with her. Case in point, child, I'm in the Uber the other day going to the gym, and me and this guy were talking, and he was telling me about his divorce. And just saw 901, which represents somebody feeling at home. 901 represents home for me, because that's the area code of my hometown. But so this is possibly somebody, this hermit, or in this Page of Swords energy, feeling at home with this Queen of Wands. But whatever the case, she has the kind of magnetism that I'm about to describe in this story. So I'm talking to this guy, we talking about his divorce, and I could tell the things that God was leading me to say to him were things that he really needed to hear. And before I get out the car, or after I got out the car, he was like, "Are you married?" And I was like, "No, But I'm involved. I gotta quit lying to these men, child. I need to just tell the truth. Like, no, I don't want you. I ain't got nobody that don't want you. But I think it's a habit of just being like, no, I got a man. Because I don't know about where y'all from, but where I'm from, child, if you don't say that, they're gonna keep trying. Hell, if you say that, they'll keep trying. Because they'll hit you with the, what's that shit? Well, you want a friend? Hell no, bruh, go on. But that's magnetism, just being yourself, being positive, offering positive advice, being a teacher. That's magnetic, you know what I'm saying? And everybody who vibes on that frequency or desires to vibe on that frequency will be attracted to that type of energy. She operates heavily from her solar plexus, which is also represented by the color yellow. So we got the Queen of Wands showing up as the teacher here, and her influence on this Hermit and Page of Swords energy. And we got this Four of Wands, being at peace, taking time out again with this Hermit mode energy, in solitude, to think and to learn. A lot of times with the Hermit, that's like time alone to study, just all 11 in search of information, or an experience of some sort. And I have found that with the Four of Wands, that's time in solitude to meditate, to go within, to seek knowledge within instead of outside of you. So we got that inward and and outward exploration of knowledge and wisdom here. The Four of Wands often is the energy that comes up when there's a decision that needs to be made. And with this Queen of Wands energy, before this Four of Wands, that's possibly a decision needing to be made about this Queen of Wands. And whatever it is, you're needing to do what brings you peace. This guy here is at peace. And you got that stained glass window again. Let's look up the significance of stained glass windows in spirituality, because I've looked that up before. And I've been seeing it a lot in different card symbology. But I'm not remembering. I know it's about like faith. Hold on. Okay, the spiritual significance of stained glass is divine illumination. Stained glass windows allow natural light, like this and this, to filter through, creating an ethereal glow within sacred spaces. This illumination symbolizes the presence of the divine, evoking a sense of transcendence and spiritual enlightenment. Now my light's flickering. Yeah, a lot of y'all have been going through or are connected with someone who has been going through a major awakening, setting out on a journey of spiritual and enlightenment. And it has had the influence of a divine feminine energy like the Queen of Wands, whether this is you or somebody that you are connected to. So I'm going to clarify this, because with all this illumination and this message of spiritual enlightenment, learning, and being at peace, moving away from this lack consciousness and this feeling left out in the cold, I want to see what the Moonology deck, how it's going to clarify this message. So Spirit, please clarify this reading for the water signs. This is the perfect energy to support y'all during a water sign season, which is Pisces season especially, because it's amplified for you. It's going to amplify that which is already within you, which for many of you is your spiritual gifts, or where you're being led on your spiritual path. For many of you, you're going to get closer during this time to discovering what your spiritual purpose is in this lifetime. What do you need to release? And I told you, we got this full moon in Virgo coming. So now you're really seeing in your 3D reality with Virgo, just off 1441. That may be significant to some of you, especially if you're on a twin flame journey with that, with those mirroring numbers, meaning that this is something that maybe you and your counterpart are experiencing, or people that you are connecting with are mirroring that type of energy to you. So you may want to look up the angel number 1441. But with this full moon in Virgo, you're grounding, seeing in your 3D reality what it is that you're needing to release, that is blocking your path, that is that has been holding you back from elevating, growing, expanding, stretching. And trust me, child, that shit don't feel good. Stretching and expanding. I had an experience the other day. Chick tried to fight me, child, over a man. Tried to fight me over some man that she was on a date with. Come to find out, they was in a long distance relationship. She came and gave me the whole tea when she came to apologize. But at first, sis wanted to tussle over this man whom I've never met before in my life. He was at my table. He might have been flirting with me, but because my mind was just not there, whatever, like it went over my head. You know what I'm saying? I'm working, I'm vending. And long story short, she kind of got in my face. She poked me a little bit. And she told me he wasn't buying shit from me, which he did anyway. And he came back to my table a couple of times. But the moral of the story is, y'all, protect your energy. For one thing, protect your energy and release the toxicity. Whatever toxic energy you got going on in your life, like, let that shit go. If it's hindering you from walking your path, from walking on your journey, if it's got you in that consciousness and aligning you with all type of karmic energies and drama and chaos, let that shit go. Stay focused. I was able to stay focused on the fact that this is my ministry. This is my purpose. This is my passion. I don't just do this shit to rub two nickels together and pay a few bills. This is what I love doing. It actually is a struggle to pay the damn bills, but I love doing it. You know what I'm saying? And so for that reason, girl, what I look like entertaining you in this dumb shit? You know what I'm saying? Especially about a man I don't even know. Let's know one that I do. So what do you need to release? Do you have some drama going on in your life? Do you have some habits or some addictions or some secrets, some skeletons in the closet you holding on to, some toxic patterns? What is it that you're needing to release? Because now you're in a better position. You know a little bit more about what a spiritual journey is, and kind of like where you want to go with it. With this Hermit energy early in the reading and the Page of Swords, there's some learning that's been taking place. You know what I'm saying? So you have an idea of what it is that you are needing to move forward to, but what do you need to release to get there? So take that into consideration, and that may be why some of you are being led to more peaceful predicaments, more peaceful relationships, more peaceful environments. What brings you peace? Who brings you peace? Is it a Queen of Wands energy that's bringing this peace in your life? Oh, I ain't see what was at the top and the bottom of the deck. I'm gonna go back for the tarot. But at the top, you gotta look at the bigger picture, clarifying what I just said. You got bigger fish to fry, water signs. You ain't got time for these distractions and this low vibrational dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at the bigger picture. And me and my cousin was just talking about the significance of the archer. Focus on your end goal. Set your arrow, set your sights on what it is that you desire, what it is that you are here for, what it is that you are seeking to manifest and accomplish with this full moon and Sagittarius energy of the archer. And at the bottom of the deck, doing that, up underneath, look at the bigger picture. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. So we got this full moon in Virgo energy influencing this reading. Is showing up. And we got one on February 24th, which I know I will have released this before then. So y'all definitely want to take heed of self-love and self-care, and knowing that you're worthy. You're worthy of all of the fruits that come from being on this journey, all of the gifts and talents that are being presented to you, the connections, this peace, this Queen of Wands energy, the knowledge and wisdom that you're learning from this, being in this Page of Swords energy, shifting from the student and the teacher. You're worthy of being a teacher. You got some shit to pass on to people. You got a story to tell. You got a testimony to share. You've got gifts to share with the collective, but you got to come out of this lack consciousness and know that you are good enough. And that is going to bring an end of a tough cycle for you. That's going to be the culmination of a very tough cycle for you and bring you to a space of peace where you can make decisions from a sound mind and heart that are intuitively led. You're able to decipher your dreams and the visions that come to you in your meditation, and follow the nudges of your intuition to bring this tough cycle to an end and move forward closer to accomplishing your heart's desire and your life purpose. Top of the deck with this tarot, the Tower. The Tower came out in the full moon in Virgo reading, so y'all might want to check that journey. I just saw 2121. That may be significant to some of y'all, but you may want to check that out, because something's going to happen. There's going to be some sudden change. Lightning is about to strike. There's no going back to this. And what this is giving me is that somebody has been on a journey of self-discovery, discovering what it is that had them in this space of not feeling good enough. With this full moon in Virgo energy, that's bringing it on out. That's what you needed to release. Whatever it is that's got you feeling like you're not worthy, that's what you just need to release, those last few remnants of it, because there's about to be a huge paradigm shift. Truths are being revealed, be it coming from you or another person, about how they feel or what they've been through, and your possibly your influence, especially if you are this Queen of Wands energy, or truth is being revealed by way of something that the divine is allowing to take place, so that towers that have been built on faulty foundations can fall, and that stronger, more stable foundations can be built. So we're going to see what's at the bottom of the deck. Nine of Pentacles. If your money been funny, baby, them days is about to be over. Stay focused. Look at the bigger picture. Know that you are worthy of these blessings. With the Nine of Pentacles, she is the independent, sovereign, feminine energy that enjoys the fruits of her labor. Luxuries and vacations, and can sit around the house in her nice robe and her however many count Egyptian thread sheets. You know what I'm saying? She's attractive like the Queen of Wands energy. She attracts. She does not chase. She operates in the law of attraction, and she's put in the work to live a lifestyle to where now she ain't got to work as hard. She knows her worth. You can't live like this and enjoy the fullness of it when you don't believe that you are good enough for it. You're going to sabotage it. Whether you are a man or a woman, we're all meant to live this soft life. We're meant to live and experience this here life. Excuse me. Over here belching like a grown man, talking about whether you're a man or a woman. But y'all, this is it. This is that end of a tough cycle that is approaching. The Nine of Pentacles. Freedom, liberty, especially if you are a masculine energy and you've been living your life bound to other people's opinions and the patriarchy and dogma and religion and structures. I'm surprised the Hierophant ain't came out in this reading. But if you've been living according to the dictates and the conditioning of society, this is being free from all of that, living life on your own terms, independent. You can live in this Nine of Pentacles energy and be in a relationship. All it says is, I have my own mind, I got my own coin, and we're two whole people in a relationship instead of two halves coming together to be one. We're two whole integrated masculine and feminine energies is what this represents when it's someone in a relationship. But when you're not, oh, this is the ultimate single lady card. Got it together and on your own, living your best life. So keep that in mind and take it how it resonates. I'm going to clarify with the Sacred Destiny, and then we're going to close this out. Diligence. And it fell on top of the Hermit and the Page of Swords. Somebody's diligence in seeing things from a higher perspective with this here bird flying over the sky. This messenger bird looking at the bigger picture. Somebody has been determined to learn and shift this lack consciousness. Because it falling on the Hermit and the Page of Swords, that's very much that teacher-student dynamic that we were talking about. So somebody's been diligent on their journey of self-discovery. And at the top of the deck, if I could pick it up, we got success. She's success, baby. All day long and twice on Sundays. You're about to reap the reward of work that you've put in on yourself, and find out how it has influenced others. Because you got success, and with success card, you got this Panther here. And I've been working with Panther energy a lot as I have been studying shamanism. Panthers help you to see the truth in the dark, or see your way through the dark. So there's been some shadow work that has taken place here, and it's also been a situation that has had a lot of mystery. But it's a lot of stuff that has come to the light, and there's a lot more that's going to come to the light, especially with this Tower, this sudden shift, this sudden change. So if you're feeling down and out about your situation, hang on in there, because some change is coming in for you. And when it does, you need to go with the flow. Don't resist. Go where the waters of life are leading you. Just get in the flow. This is closing out a cycle for you. This is the end of a tough cycle. For many of you, this is speaking to feminine energies who have had to operate, or felt like you had to operate in your masculine energy as a result of your upbringing, your ancestry, societal conditioning. But baby, the shift is about to take place some way, somehow, when you're going to be able to live more in your feminine energy. The divine's protection in some kind of way is about to manifest the end of that cycle of you having to operate more in your masculine energy than your feminine energy. And what that means is, if that is happening for feminine energies, that means masculine energies, it is happening for you as well. You're going to be able to live more in like a more balanced lifestyle, and in your duality of having light and dark, feminine and masculine energy, not having to rely on one so much and not your other, not feeling safe in your emotions because you felt like you had to be on guard and live in your head and make the best logical decision, and only valued for what you bring to the table. So this is safe emotional space for masculines as well. Again, take it how it resonates. But I love this for y'all. One thing I want to point out before I close this out is that underneath the Nine of Pentacles is the Hangman. Seeing things from a different perspective and surrendering to this awakening. No longer fighting it. That's the thing that is leading to this Nine of Pentacles. And underneath it, and I'm going to turn this deck over. I don't even want to know what it is. Death. Complete transformation. Something ending, a cycle ending, so that a new beginning can take place. a new beginning that you have willed into your life, that you have manifested, that you have attracted into your life as a result of doing that work to feel good enough, to work on that solar plexus, to work on that poverty consciousness and shift into abundance consciousness. So water signs, I hope this message found y'all well. This is beautiful. If it did not find you well, I hope that it leaves you well and something was said that uplifts you and that gives you the motivation that you need to keep going. If you're needing a personal reading, feel free to hit me at turquoisemajesty@gmail.com. What else I got going on? I don't think I got no real announcements other than like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, share the video if you know of someone who may resonate from it, and leave your comments in the comment box down below. I love to hear from y'all. And with that being said, y'all, until next time, peace.